Hello and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to continue seeing more. Coming up in this episode, St Helens release and give new contracts to young players. But one Saints first teamer is on an interesting move. There are more reports that the World Club Challenge is coming back in 2023. And Cronulla's Big Bob retires from rugby league. So we'll begin with that news that Andrew Fifita has decided to retire from the rugby league world, as it turns out that a number of injuries have been taking its toll on the Big Bob. The man who will be long remembered for delivering the Cronulla Sharks their first NRL Premiership trophy, Andrew Fifita today announced his retirement, this being Tuesday the 25th of October, from the NRL, bringing down the curtain on a celebrated 13-year career. A career which includes 251 NRL matches, international appearances for Australia and Tonga, 10 matches for the New South Wales Origin team, and 6 as a member of the Indigenous All-Stars. Fifita's last home game at the PointsBet Stadium will forever be remembered for a sold-out crowd chanting his name. I have made the hard decision to announce my retirement from the NRL. I'm extremely grateful for all the milestones and the memories I have made at the Sharks, Fifita said in speaking with the Sharks media on Tuesday morning. Originally from Blacktown, Fifita began his playing days with twin brother David at the Doonside Roos before moving to Griffith in the central New South Wales. As a teenager, he signed with the West Tigers, playing in their NYC team in 2009, including a prop in the 2009 NYC Grand Final against the Melbourne Storm. The next time that Fifita would face the Storm in a grand final, he would go on to etch his name in the NRL history with a 68th minute try that only he could score, helping the Sharks secure their maiden NRL Premiership in 2016. I can retire knowing I've fulfilled everything I've dreamed of achieving, Fifita said. It's been quite a journey with plenty of highs and few lows along the way. A life-threatening throat injury last year amongst the challenges he faced. However, Fifita returned from that scare with a spring in his step, revitalised under the coaching of Craig Fitzsimmons. Andrew is an amazing guy and an amazing club man. I'd worked with him a little in rep footy, but not knowing him personally, the thing that really stood out for me is how much he cares about the club and the players. He wears his heart on his sleeve and he embodies everything that we're trying to achieve here at the Sharks. He has been a real presence and leadership that will never be replaced. He can finish his career proud of what he achieved, said Fitzgibbon. From what the Australian media is saying, it is Fifita's body that has been taken a toll, and an examination with Sharks doctors revealed exactly what shape he was in after his playing career. The MRI showed I could keep playing, but I would need to push through a fair few things that my body needs to work on, he told the Daily Telegraph. According again to Aussie media reports, there is up to about 7 operations that need to be done with Fifita so that he could play on. So he took the time to think about what he wanted to do and if he could go through the rehabilitation, and has decided to retire. Those reports are just speculation at this point. He has admitted that there will be a few things that he would need to sort out, and I think people have been taking it a little bit too far, just over-exaggerating the injuries that Fifita had. He does have some injuries, has a long career, will do that to any rugby player. So He's looking after himself and looking what's best for him and his family going into the future. So he's made this decision. It's been a good career. I hope he's enjoyed himself. And thank you for entertaining us, Mr. Andrew Fifita. A few months ago, when the subject of the World Club Challenge returning came up, it was a no-goer for the Penrith Panthers, as they didn't want to travel to the UK, and some people weren't willing to stump up the money for the challenge to be made or played in Australia, or travel accommodation for their rival team. But now, the World Club Challenge is set to make a return in 2023, according to reports in Australia. The concepts have been scrapped in 2021 and 2022 following the COVID-19 protocols, but both St Helens, the Super League's champions, and the Penrith Panthers, the grand final winners in Australia, look to be nearing a resolution for 2023. However, the fixture is unlikely to be played in the UK, rather at the home of the NRL Premiers, Bluebet Stadium, with the game set to be televised worldwide. Penrith Chief Executive Brian Fletcher has spoken of his excitement about the potential plan. It would have been impossible for us to go over there, but talk of them coming out here is excellent, Fletcher told the Sydney Morning Herald. We've only got word today that our second trial, instead of being against another NRL side, the NRL are investigating how they can bring St Helens to Sydney. The plan will be to play the game a week before the NRL competition starts. We'd love for it to happen. It would be a great game for our fans in Penrith. It will be great for the area. It's something different, and it will give some of the younger boys the chance to have a run against the quality side. Kind of a backhanded remark there over the quality of St Helens. We'll have to see what we can do about that. So with that, the last time the World Club Challenge was played was back in 2020 when the Sydney Roosters defeated St Helens at the start again of the 2020 season. However, the last English side was to win and travel to Australia. The last English side to travel to Australia for the World Club Challenge, taking on Melbourne Storm back in 2018, was Leeds Rhinos. The concept itself has only been held once in Sydney's area, and also during the NRL era, when the Roosters were the ones that hosted Wigan Warriors at the Allianz Stadium back in 2014. Both Saints and Penrith have been in the league of their own in their respective competitions in recent seasons, with the former winning 4 grand finals in a row and the latter winning 2. So it could be a spectacular game for all to see. It's a one-off competition, and it should be a one-off competition, not this Champions League 4 from each way sort of situation. We need International Rugby League to grow. Have this one-off game before the season starts, or during the Super League season when Saints have the week to go to Australia, and then go from there. Tell me in the comments below who you think you'd win out of the two sides. So St Helens begin their 2023 plans in earnest, with a lot of their younger players either signing a new contract or leaving the club. First of all, we had news of one of their departures being that of Josh Sim, the winger who was on loan at Hull during the 2022 season. The outside back left St Helens at the conclusion of the 2022 season, with the 4 in a row Super League champions not offering a new deal. After making his debut for Saints in 2019 and coming through their junior ranks, Sim managed 19 appearances for Saints, scoring 7 tries. He moved to Hull Hull FC on loan midway through the season, scoring 2 tries in 5 games, including a memorable Hull derby winner at the Magic Weekend, where he debuted alongside 2 other loan players in Jack Walker and Ellis Longstaff. His other try came at Toulouse at the end of July. Ben Sims was recalled to St Helens due to an outside back shortage, and he was ironically named in the extended squad to play against Hull in August, but he didn't make match day 17. There was talk that the Black and Whites had shown some interest in Sim even before the loan spell, but they quickly faded away after his return to the parent club. And it's now Australia where his future lies, with the outside back heading to Queensland for 2023 to play with the Wayne Manly Seagulls. The feeder club for the NRL outfit the Brisbane Broncos. Sim is only 21 and fancies his chances of having a good crack at the Queensland Cup competition. Of course, England young players Dom Young and Herbie Farnworth have taken similar paths in recent years, going on to play reserve grade before starring in the NRL and then for their country. So it is a pathway that young players have taken up before. Saints have also allowed 2 youngsters to go out and be released from the club, as Lee Centurions have picked up Aaron Smith after he played number 2 hooker to Edwin Mbappe last year, and winger Tom Nisbet has joined Lee Leopards for 2023. He also had a spell on loan with Lee Centurions back in 2019. That makes the Leopards' new signings now up to 12. Saints have also extended the contracts of players that were involved in their youth development for the last couple of years. Tyler Pemberton, Matty Forster, Junior Sambo and Mackenzie Buckley have all spent new 1-year contracts, while Ben Lane has added a 2-year deal to his contract. Pemberton, Sambo and Buckley all were involved in the April the 22nd game against Castleford Tigers, Good Friday, where Sambo scored his first try for the club. Pemberton came off the bench and so did Buckley. Back player Ben Lane has made his Saints debut as well, back in August 2022 when he faced Wakefield Trinity. Back row forward Matty Foster, who also has had loan spells at Lee Centurions, has had injuries that have been affecting his career, and he's given a 1-year contract to see if he can come back for 2023. So with a new broom, there are sweeping changes at St Helens, with Paul Wellens getting his side together for 2023. I'm sure there's a couple of signings in the works for the club, but at this moment, it's the players that are outgoing that have come into the foray. We'll have to see how they get on, but at this time, it's loads of youngsters going out for St Helens. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking on that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way. Tell me what your thoughts are on today's episode in the comment section below. It's all open for business. Again, I want to thank you, every single new subscriber to the channel. Hopefully we can build up this channel bigger, better and stronger for the coming seasons ahead, with the changes from IMG coming into fruition soon, or even the World Cup challenges, the potential of an American NRL game, etc, etc, etc. So tell me in the comment section below what your thoughts are on the future rugby league. I'll leave it up to you what the subject may be. I'll try and come back with a reasonable response, and we can have a respectful Discord. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to share this video worldwide. I'll end the episode as I normally do by wishing you all the best, so please stay safe, and I'll see you in the next episode.